I do love you.
I love you too, and I am never letting you go again.
Okay, because this is where I want to be. Okay, no more messing around. I don't want to mess this up again.
No, me neither, okay? We're done being stupid.
Okay.
Few sitcoms captured the spirit of the 90s quite like Friends, where laughter masked plenty of off-screen secrets. But what really unfolded when the camera stopped rolling surprised even diehard fans. From tense moments to cast solidarity, here are the 10 biggest behind-the-scenes truths that only now come to light. Number 1. Jennifer Aniston's tearful last table read. Friends. Let's go back to one of TV history's most unforgettable moments, the final table read of Friends in 2004. There, under the hot glow of studio lights, Jennifer Aniston's raw emotion took center stage. As she read Rachel Green's last lines, her voice cracked, the tears real, not scripted. That vulnerability set off a chain reaction. Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, David Schwimmer, Matt LeBlanc, and Matthew Perry all broke character, unable to hold back their own tears. Crew members stopped everything, cameras paused, and everyone in Stage 24 at Warner Brothers shared a hug that spoke volumes. For 10 seasons, from Central Perk to countless New York apartments, these 6 actors were true friends on and off screen. When that final script closed, Aniston's tears didn't just mark the end of a sitcom, they sealed a cultural phenomenon. Even now, fans say they felt the bond go beyond the set, proof that the laughter and heartbreak were always something deeply real. That moment was more than goodbye. It was the start of a TV legend that never truly ends. Number 2. Alternate endings filmed for the finale. Friends. Tension on the set was palpable as the finale of Friends grew near. By 2004, after a decade on NBC, the world held its breath to see how 6 best friends would say goodbye. But behind the scenes, the producers kept everyone guessing by filming several possible endings, shrouding the real conclusion in secrecy. Cast and crew were handed scripts with omitted pages, muffled whispers became the backstage soundtrack, and even Jennifer Aniston herself has recently reflected on the nerves and uncertainty of those final days. Nobody could spoil the surprise, not even the stars themselves. When the real ending finally aired with Monica and Chandler adopting twins and Rachel getting off that Paris-bound plane, millions of fans wept along with the cast. The secrecy only made the emotion hit harder. As the last studio lights blinked out, a chapter of television history ended, sealed tight, until the very last moment, ready for us to revisit, scene by iconic scene, in memories and reruns alike. Number 3. Matthew Perry's battle with addiction. Friends. The set buzzed with laughter, but behind the iconic Central Perk couch, a quieter struggle played out. Matthew Perry, beloved as Chandler Bing, kept his addiction battles tucked away from the spotlight while Friends filmed, especially between Season 3 and Season 6. Attentive viewers may now see Chandler's sudden weight loss or exhausted eyes, subtle hints hiding in plain sight. Jennifer Aniston and the rest of the cast noticed. They circled around him, shifting taping times and watching over their friend with a kind of gentle, unwavering loyalty. Even the crew stepped in, swapping out scenes so Matthew could get help or rest if he needed. The public only saw a steady stream of jokes. The real drama was the compassion and quiet adjustments that let the show go on. Looking back, it's not just the punchlines and coffee breaks that tug at the heart, but these moments of backstage solidarity too. This was more than sitcom magic. This was real friendship, shaping every frame that made you laugh. Number 4. Hidden pregnancies and creative camera work. Friends. The laughter seemed effortless on Friends, but backstage, the crew faced a constant dance around real-life surprises. When Lisa Kudrow became pregnant during Season 4, the show pulled off the perfect pivot. Phoebe became a surrogate, weaving Kudrow's pregnancy into the fabric of the story. But when Courtney Cox revealed she was expecting in the show's final season, it was trickier. Monica and Chandler's arc involved infertility, so Cox's baby bump had to vanish. Sweaters, laundry baskets, and well-placed kitchen counters became the unsung heroes, hiding her growing belly in plain sight. Every week, directors like Kevin S. Bright choreographed clever camera angles, ensuring viewers never missed a beat or a laugh. The episodes aired effortlessly, masking the creative marathon happening off-camera. It was Hollywood magic at its finest, proof that while Central Perk felt like home, getting every moment right sometimes meant working a little extra behind that orange couch. Off-screen, their teamwork set the stage for the iconic endings we still quote today. Number 5. Jennifer Aniston's The Rachel Haircut Regret. Friends. The image was everywhere. Jennifer Aniston, laughing as Rachel Green on Friends, her signature layered bob perfectly bouncing in the soft glow of Central Perk. That haircut, simply called The Rachel, launched in 1995 and turned salons into battlegrounds as millions scrambled to copy it. Yet behind those iconic scenes, Aniston saw things differently. She privately loathed the unruly layers, calling the cut virtually unmanageable. Each episode meant hours with set stylists, flattening, curling, fighting every rebellious strand, while viewers at home believed it was effortless beauty. The style's popularity soared, transforming into a cultural phenomenon overnight. But it was actually born out of frustration, not fashion. David Schwimmer may have had his monkey, but Aniston's biggest challenge was right on top of her head. As the layers misbehaved under bright set lights, the real story was one of imperfection and authenticity. It turns out, even television's coolest style icons sometimes wish they could just let their hair down. And just as trends move on, so did Rachel's look, reminding us that even the most legendary styles fade, leaving a ripple instead of a rule. Let's pause for a second. Who cut your hair in the 90s? Or did you ever try The Rachel? Share your memorable haircuts or hair disasters below, and tell us which celebrity look you always wanted to copy. Number 6. The Scramble to hide Monica and Chandler's hookup. Friends. The night Monica popped up from under Chandler's covers, America gasped. But what most viewers never knew is that the secret almost leaked long before the big reveal in Season 5. In 1998, UK fans saw episodes before their US debut, and word spread across the Atlantic about Monica and Chandler's steamy relationship. Suddenly, the producers at NBC were in crisis mode. To keep the shock fresh for American audiences, the show's writers filmed fake scenes designed to throw off the press and sharp-eyed fans. It wasn't just clever script writing, it was cloak and dagger television. Crews, actors, and even Jennifer Aniston herself got sworn to silence about what was real and what was just a decoy. By the time the now famous London episode aired in the US, the moment landed like a bombshell, its secret fiercely protected by a web of quick-thinking creatives. Sometimes what happens off-camera is just as unpredictable as what makes it on air. Number 7. Gunther was supposed to be a one-off. Friends. Amid the bustling warmth of Central Perk, there was always Gunther behind the counter, a steaming mug or towel in hand. Many fans never guessed that James Michael Tyler's bleached blonde barista started out as just another background extra. Back in 1994, producers simply needed someone who could actually work the espresso machine for a single scene. Yet it was Tyler's subtle charm and deadpan delivery, especially when pining for Rachel, that began to catch not just the writer's eyes, but ours too. Fan letters trickled in, and soon the scriptwriters leaned into the serendipity. Gunther evolved from coffee slinger to secret staple, quietly racking up over 150 appearances through 10 seasons. His dry wit, paired with his silent longing, made him a kind of emotional wallpaper, always present, never quite center stage. Looking back, it's wild to realize that one of television's most beloved fixtures almost never happened at all. Sometimes the sweetest parts of a show are the ones no one saw coming until they were right in front of us, looking over a counter waiting for a friend. Number 8. Jennifer Aniston. Nearly quit in Season 10. Friends. Picture the scene. America's sweetheart Jennifer Aniston is walking through the bustling set of Friends in its 9th year. But inside, she's at a crossroads. Years of constant fame, film offers streaming in after hits like Bruce Almighty in 2003, and the never-ending tag of playing Rachel made the strain real. Behind the laughter and that iconic coffeehouse banter, Aniston was struggling with exhaustion, quietly considering if she could come back for a 10th season. It wasn't just about the scripts or the paychecks. She later admitted feeling immense pressure, burned out from being Rachel everywhere she went, yearning for a new beginning as the world waited for her next move. The beloved Friends finale in May 2004 could easily have happened without her classic one-liners or teary-eyed farewells. Millions tuned in for the series' bittersweet goodbye, never realizing just how close they came to missing out on the full cast's final embrace. Even the brightest sitcom lights can cast a long, lonely shadow. Let's keep moving. The dramas behind the laughter run deeper still. Number 9. The original Monica and Joey pairing. Friends. Picture the Central Perk sofa. What if Monica and Joey, not Ross and Rachel, were sharing that famous first kiss? In early scripts for Friends, the core romance circled Monica Geller and Joey Tribbiani. Writers mapped out storylines where Monica's no-nonsense warmth clashed charmingly with Joey's goofy bravado. The Ross and Rachel arc was a mere subplot, meant to play in the background. But behind the scenes, everything changed. When the cast came together on set in 1994, something electric sparked between Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer. Producers couldn't ignore their magnetic timing and stolen glances. Overnight, scripts were rewritten, shifting the show's very DNA. It's almost impossible to imagine Friends without "We were on a break." But for a brief moment in television history, the heartbeat of the series almost belonged to different Friends entirely. That secret pivot shaped pop culture for generations, leaving us to wonder how just one casting red can rewrite everything you thought you knew. Now, as we close this chapter, the coffee shop doors swing open to even more untold stories. Number 10. The cast's united salary negotiation. Friends. When the laughter faded between takes, a quiet revolution was brewing on the Friends set. By season 3, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, and David Schwimmer understood just how much magic they created together. Whispers of pay gaps had floated backstage, souring even the sunniest Central Perk mornings. Instead of letting resentment take root, the 6 stars locked arms and faced down the studio execs with one demand: equal pay or no show. In 1996, this was a radical move. Most sitcoms rewarded leads on a sliding scale, keeping actors in silent competition. The Friends cast risked everything, and by season 10, their gamble paid off, each earning a staggering $1 million per episode. This united front not only secured their own futures, but set a new standard for ensemble television. The camaraderie fans adored wasn't just fiction. It was forged in late-night talks, shared nerves, and a daring leap against tradition. True friendship, on screen and off, meant sticking together when it mattered most. Little did the world know the reals. Stakes behind every punchline.